Alright guys, welcome back. Today we've got the Kraton Outcast RTR on the bench, and the reason why we got this thing on the bench is with the Kraton EXB on the scene now, I really don't have much use for this RTR. The EXB is better, it's got a better chassis, it's got some better parts on it, and the new big block wheels, absolutely amazing, a lot better than the stock ones. So as I said, I've got not much use for this Kraton Outcast in my arsenal. So I've got two options. I can sell this thing and go through all that hassle, or the second option is I can do a complete conversion for this to the Outcast Outcast. Outcast Outcast was something that I was looking to acquire last year, but I just kept from doing it just because I was having a lot of fun with this Kraton, and because I didn't break it or anything, I didn't think I really needed it. But I have been watching a lot of videos of people doing lots of fun stuff with the Outcast. Wanted to have a bit of taste of that. So today I'm just going to give you a quick update. We'll be doing a conversion of this Kraton Outcast to an Outcast Outcast. So I'll quickly grab the parts that I've already got. Guys, there's my box. So first of all, we've got the Outcast chassis. This is a brand new chassis, and it did come from a RC breaker. I will be leaving a link in the description where I've got some of the recent parts from, so if you are looking to do something similar, or if you need some parts for your Outcast, then do look these guys up. So as I said, there we go, we've got the chassis, brand new, no marks, and then we've got a box full of goodies. Now if you have watched some of my videos with the Kraton Outcast, you would know that I did a semi conversion to the Outcast Outcast. I did install the Outcast body on this, along with the spoiler and the bumpers and the wheelie bar and whatnot. So it did resemble an Outcast, but it was a long wheelbase because it was on the Kraton chassis. So I do already have some parts. Over the time I have been acquiring some parts as well. So I'll quickly show you what I've got in this box of goodies. So we've got the rear spoiler, and guys, we've got the front bumper here, and you can see I've already got the Murat RC LED light kit installed on this bumper. I might also add the center light that I've installed on the EXB because I'm really liking the look of that, and I've already got a light switch and whatnot already installed on this. So we've got the Outcast rear bumper as well. Got a set of arms for the Outcast Outcast. So there's a complete Outcast Outcast arms. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to need this, so I have got it anyway. This is the Outcast rear shock tower. It looks the same shape as the RTR Kraton Outcast one, so I'm not too sure if that's required or not, but I have got it anyway just in case. And to go with that, guys, this is the rear body post mount, and this is completely different to the RTR Kraton Outcast, so you're definitely going to need this. Next, wheelie bar, essential. Then guys, we've got the shorter chassis braces for the rear section of the Outcast Outcast, which is different to the Kraton. Got the rear dog bone. This goes between the center diff and the rear diff, so this is a lot shorter than the RTR one. Also, we've got, these are some plastic skid plates that come with the chassis, and this is the chassis brace, the lower chassis brace. Then we've got the Murat RC rear LED light as well, which is just a plug and play. And then we've just got a load of screws as well that I've just been collecting. I shouldn't really need a lot of these screws because a lot of them are going to be already installed on the RTR as well. And that's it, guys, the box is empty. So they're all the parts that I'm going to be installing on this rig here. That is the parts that you're going to need to change the chassis over. As I said, I have got the Outcast body, including all the plastic furniture that comes with it, and this body has also had the shoe treatment. Another reason why I thought it's probably easier for me just to convert what I've already got. That's the body, and then we've got the Outcast wheels as well. So guys, that's all the parts that I've got, and that's all the parts that I'm going to be installing, and this might take me a little while to do, but get these all installed, and once I've got them all installed, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, so now I've just removed all the wheels, I've removed the rear spoiler, but what I wanted to quickly show you guys is I've also, this thing's still heavy with the wheels removed. Right, so if you look at the bottom here, if you have watched my protection mods that I do to my RCs, and one of the protection mods is putting duct tape on the underside of your chassis, guys, this car is at least 9 or 10 months old now, and it's been through some serious bashing, and it's also had some bashing at the skate parks on concrete and whatnot as well. So guys, I just wanted to quickly show you what this chassis looks like after I've removed the duct tape. So check it out guys, really happy with them results. Got some minimal scratching just on the sides here, but other than that it's pretty much quite clean. It's just got a bit of adhesive on there, and what I do is I tend to just give it a quick clean with some label remover, and I'll just leave it to soak for a few minutes, and then I'll just wipe it off with a cloth, and all that adhesive will come off as well. But guys, I just wanted to quickly show you how far I've got and how well this chassis has come out as well. So now I'm just getting to removing the center shock center tower here, and then we'll be taking out the center diff along with the motor. Then we'll remove the ESC and start removing the rear, and do the same on the front here as well. And then it's just a case of putting it all back on the Outcast chassis. So I'll get on with it, and hopefully should be back with you. Alright guys, we're halfway through. So now I've taken the front arms and the front diff, everything comes apart in one foul swoop, and the same with the rear guys. So got them removed, got the tower removed, and then we've got here the center diff along with the motor. It all comes out in one piece, and you will probably just need to keep that in place. You can remove it afterwards. Once you've removed this diff out of the car, you got access to that pin and you can pull it out as well. I've just left it on there. If I do need to remove it, I will do. And then guys, we've got the ESC and servo combo. With this guys, you just got to remember that this part at the end here is loose and it will drop out if it is pulled. Behind that is the bearing, so these both are just pushed in. So mine's probably got a bit of dirt in there, so it's holding it in, which is good for me at the moment. I will give it a clean. Now guys, the reason why I'm just stopping halfway through, I just want to give you a quick tip. Every single screw that I've removed it and I've put it back in again once it's removed into the hole, so I know where they're going to go when I do end up putting these back together again. If you just look on the shock tower, so we've got the screws that hold the shock tower to the chassis, and then these two screws here are the two screws that hold the rear support for the chassis in place. So them two screws are different to the bottom four. So this is why I recommend every screw that you do remove, once you've removed the item, put the screw back in. So as I said guys, we're halfway through. I've got just the battery holders and the side guards still left on the chassis itself, so I will remove them when I come closer to installing them. Another reason why I'm doing this conversion guys is because I've already gone ahead and tuned all my shocks. These shocks are running 30 weight oil in them, and also guys, if you look underneath, I've got some droop screws already installed as well. So the thinner oil and the droop screws installed might be the reason why my shock shafts are still straight on this RTR Kraton. So anyway guys, we're halfway through. Now it's time to pull out the Outcast chassis and start installing some of these bits onto there. As I said, I have got a box of all them bits that I'm going to be removing, so we'll be needing to change out some of these chassis braces, and also the longer drive shaft that we've got from the center to the rear. That's going to need now changing to a shorter one as well. So guys, I'm going to carry on. I'll be back with you shortly. Okay guys, the conversion is complete. Just got a slight increase in droop on this side here compared to the other side, which I will deal with. But guys, she's done. Took me a couple of hours, just over probably. Wasn't too difficult. I'll just quickly show you underneath. Just at the back here, I also trimmed this body originally to fit my Kraton 8S, so I did cut it straight across there, and another piece down here as well. But luckily I didn't throw these pieces away, and I managed to recover them. So the rest of the body is all shoe good, and if you just look down here, I've just put some hot glue on the back just to hold them pieces in place. That's the body. Pop that away. You guys, I just want to quickly show you, this is the Kraton chassis. Tiny marks here and there, nothing too major, and the chassis itself is straight, which is surprising. But anyway, that's the chassis, that's the old one, and obviously we've got the Outcast one fitted now. So I'll quickly show you how it looks. I've used the original Kraton towers front and rear. This is the original Kraton body post mount, and then obviously we've got the Outcast bumper on the front here, and then I've got my lighting kit which I will be adding to as well. And this spinning around, we've got the motor installed, we've got the center diff, the ESC, we've got the same Kraton tower, but now if you notice there's a color difference. I've got the Outcast upper and lower chassis brace, and we've also got the Outcast drive shaft that goes from the center to the rear, and then we've got this little plate here which stiffens up the chassis for us. That's installed as well. If you look at the arms, I didn't in the end replace the arms. I've still kept the Kraton arms, and really that was just to save some time. I did have it all pulled apart. I do have the Outcast arms, but I thought I'll use the Kraton ones. When they do break, I'll change them to the Outcast ones. Then in the meantime, I can keep them as a spare set for this Outcast and for my EXP as well. So going to the back here, as I said, we're using the original Kraton tower, but we're using the Outcast body post set. We're still running the Kraton full setup here. We have the Outcast rear bumper, Outcast wheelie bar. We've got my Murat RC rear LED light kit, and obviously the spoiler as well. So guys, on top of all of that, we've got the Outcast wheels now installed as well. So this is now an Outcast with the exception of the Kraton arms. So that's what the car is like at the moment. Put this back on. So next guys, we've got some protection mods for this Outcast. So some of them mods are, first of all, we need to vent these tyres, guys. These are brand new tyres, they've not been vented, so they've got the breather holes in the inside, but the outside of it aren't vented at all. So I'm going to use my tool that I use to vent all my tyres. This is a refrigeration valve. I will be leaving a link in the description, but this I tend to find is quite good. I can sharpen it with a file, and with this piece on the end of it, it fits nicely into the drill and doesn't slip in the drill as well. So we'll be venting all the tires. Guys, we've got a lipo check and alarm with a 4S extension lead for the balance port. I don't tend to use the alarm function, I just use the checker side of it. Next, got this. Now this is the Murat RC front traxxas xmaxx LED light bar, and this, guys, I'm going to be installing on the front of this RC, on the bumper there, something like that. I've done something similar on my EXB and I really enjoy the way that looks, and so I want to do the same to this rig as well, because the bumper will allow me to do that. So that's going to get installed. And then lastly, guys, these are what's left of my skid plate kit from Proline that I used some of the parts to put on my EXB body. I'll quickly show you what that looks like. So this is my EXB body, guys, and if you just look on the front here, you can see I've got a few of these guards installed and they look really good. So that's what I've got left. I've got 4 of these left, and I think they will do for me to put on something like that on the front, just to give the front nose some protection. Now I don't know how much protection they're going to give, because you've got this arc in the center of the front hood, and it sticks up quite a lot in the middle here. So in any case, because I've got them anyway, I'm going to be installing them. If they give any kind of protection, then it's good. One last thing, guys, got a load of duct tape, and I'll be covering the chassis on this Outcast now as well. I've had good results with the Kraton chassis, so I'm going to be covering this one as well. At the moment it's unmarked, and I want to keep it like that if I can, for as long as I can. So guys, I'm going to get all them installed, and I shall be back with you shortly. Okay guys, she's now complete. All the mods have been done, and I'll quickly run through them all with you. So at the front there, guys, you can see we've got a center light bar installed, along with the side lights that were already on the bumper to begin with. And then going up, you can see I've got some nose guards on the front. The tires are vented. I'll show you on that one. And with venting the tires on the outside, I've also covered the breathing holes on the inside of the wheels as well, guys. So that's something that you need to do if you are going to be venting your tires. Still heavy, but she's not as heavy as a Kraton. So there you can see I've got my lipo checker and alarm installed as well, and I've just cable tied it to this frame that comes with the Outcast for now. I'll show you how I've got it. The wire's coming through here, and I've just spot glued it, and then I've got a long length sticking out on the other side. We've got duct tape covering the chassis now. Next, just have a look there. My ESC fan and the motor fan both have got some plasterboard tape on them, just to stop any stones from falling in there and breaking any blades. Well worth doing, doesn't cost anything. So that's that done, and then you can see we've got all the lights installed. I'll just spin it around, I'll show you the front light kit, how I've got it hooked up. That's the front light kit, and I've tidied all the wires up underneath this shock absorber for the bumper. I've got a cavity underneath there, so it's come in handy to put all the wires in there, and then here is the switch that I use to run the center light bar. So again, I've got a day and night mode, same kind of system I've got for the EXB as well. And all of these lights, I have done videos on how I've put these things together, so I will be leaving links in the description for all of these videos. Hence why I'm not gonna go through exactly how I've done this. I just want to show you how it looks really. So yeah, that's all the mods that I've done so far to this Outcast conversion. Now I think it's just time to put some batteries in there and see how these lights look, and make sure everything is running as it should be doing. So guys, give me a second, I'll get some batteries in, I'll be right back. Batteries are installed. Let's turn her on, turn the remote on. There you go, it's looking good. Liking them lights. That's looking sweet. Let's hook up the lipo checker and alarm. That's good. Rear lights are all working. I think we'll turn the lights off and see how bright they are and how they look on the car. That's looking good. So guys, that is my Outcast 8S conversion from the Kraton 8S RTR. Didn't have too many issues, did take a little time, so bear that in mind. The actual conversion itself took a couple of hours, but doing the mods probably took another hour and a half after that as well, so it's been a long wrenching day today, but I'm really happy with the results. This car looks amazing now. It should hopefully be a lot of fun as well. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful and gives you an idea of what to do with your Kraton 8S RTR if you've got an EXB now. All of these mods that I've done to this Outcast, I have got videos for everything that I've done, so I just didn't feel there was a need for me to go through step-by-step guides on how to install all of these things. So I will be leaving links in the description below, guys, so make sure you check all these videos out if you want to know about how to install these lights, for instance. Along with that, on this Outcast 8S, I've got droop screws installed, and I've also got 30 weight or shock oil in the shocks all the way around. It's been a pleasure. It has been a long day, full of wrenching, and I'm glad it's over. Also, I'm looking forward to getting this out now. At the moment it's running a 23 tooth pinion in there, and we'll be taking it out and giving it its first proper rip and see how it handles. Once I'm happy with it, guys, this thing is going to get some punishment, so make sure you stay tuned. As I said, it has been a pleasure, and if you found this video helpful, useful and informative, please hit the like, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So guys, until the next time, see ya.